Okay, it is Wednesday, the 6th of May, 2026. Mark Shepard here, Healing Pastures Farm Vlog. I call it a farm church because it's a spiritual calling. And it's not religious. I mean, I would say it was religious if religious didn't have such negative connotations. So it's basically a spiritual calling, maybe a modern musical monastery, because I include my music and my adventure with starting a sheep farm. And I'm trying to just do a daily vlog. I'm trying to kind of keep track of what's going on because we're in the middle of lambing right now. And we're trying to move the sheep to places that are drier than most of the areas that we have to put them. So, we live in a valley, and the valley is wet, heavy clay soils, and snails thrive in this valley, and deer thrive, and the deer share their parasites with the snail. There's a weird intertwined life cycle. So we're trying to avoid areas where there are snails, and we're trying to keep the sheep as far away from deer as we can most of the time. We're also trying to boost the sheep's immune systems with apple cider vinegar and just really good forage, really good nutrition. And we're trying to also, if anybody shows any signs of foot rot, we have a sheep handling system now. We're going to set it up, and we're going to treat everybody's feet, hopefully preventively, hopefully immediately. Last year I didn't have a way to do that, and I didn't have as much knowledge as I have now. So anyway, it is raining fairly steadily, and I still have a bunch of ewes and babies in the wet area. And I set up a trailer yesterday, a trap filled with treats, filled with things that sheep find irresistible, apples and sweet feed. And I tried to gently move the moms and their babies over to the trailer yesterday, but they weren't having it. So right now I got to go drop off one of my brush mowers and pick up the other brush mower at the mechanic since it's raining. I'm going to do that, and then I have to fill a meat order, and then hopefully by this afternoon, hopefully it stops raining, then I will go out and check on the animals, and hopefully the ewes are sitting in the trailer enjoying the good life with their babies. So I'm not going to force anything. I'm going to try to get those ewes on that trailer today or tomorrow, and then get them up the hill with the rest of the sheep. And then I've got to set up an area for the dogs, so the dogs are next to the sheep but not in the sheep, because Spike sometimes tries to chase a lamb away from its mom because he thinks it's his, and he identifies as a sheepdog. He wants his own sheep. So anyway, so that's it, where we are. It's Wednesday, and it's rainy, and we're just gonna get going. We're gonna get going with the day here. I just had physical therapy at the North Country Community Health Center. No, Community Health Center of the North Country. My arm has been bothering me. I got tennis elbow from all the work I do, and my knees are bothering me because of the weather, I think. But also I ate a brownie the other day. I don't know if I'm that sensitive to sugar at this point, but I've cut way, way back on sugar. I'm trying to take some supplements, MSM, collagen, spirulina, there's something else, creatine. So I'm trying to keep my nutrition up as well, because at age 65, starting a farm, I am kind of an athlete in many ways. I move constantly all day. I often walk 5 to 7 miles, and I'm bending and lifting and carrying 5-gallon jugs. So there's a lot of physical stuff going on. Anyway, that's it. Over and out for now. I'll see you in the next one. All right, so I got Splotchy and one of the others, I think it's 75, to at least check out the trailer. So They know there's treats in the trailer now. They did not figure that out. So now I'm going to try to encourage the rest of these guys and their babies. Because even if I just leave them in the trailer this afternoon and tonight, it'll be drier in there than out here. It's cold, it's wet, the ground is super saturated. So at least Splotchy knows where it is. And now if I can get Freckles and all these lambs over there, once I get the moms in there, I should be able to get them. Ship, come on. Come on. Come on, Frex. Okay, so Splotchy knows where the treats are. She knows where lambs are. Come on. I know Freckles and Splotchy like their treats, boy. And so does 305, Snow White. But I'm not going to try to close them. I just want them to know where the treats are. Although Snow White, I'm tempted to close her on, but. All right, so they see where the treats are. Ship, come on. So having the bucket helps a lot. And Splotchy knows now where to go. So she's coming back. Ship. Okay, Splotchy, you got it. You know where the treats are, and you need to get your babies over there. See if I can get some of these scaredies to join me. The problem is, I mean, it's disgustingly wet here. Those are Splotchies right there. Not too worried about them. It's these guys. Ship. Come on, Chip. Come on. All right, so this one seems to be working in the right direction. And of course, she's going the wrong direction. I think those are Splotchy's babies. Come on, Chip. Come on, little guys. I think I might need to grab these two. All right, so a lot of them know where the treats are. And Splotchy's looking for her babies, which are right here. I think these are hers, but I could be wrong. But I think they will figure out that it's dry in there and there's treats and no danger. So I'm gonna leave them. I'm gonna go check the other animals and I'll come back in a little while and see if I can figure that out. I think those are Splotchies. I think they're back together. Good. So Splotchy knows where it is. Freckles knows where it is. Snow White knows where it is. There's Snow White right there. And she's ready to pop. It'd be nice if she could wait till I moved her, because that'll be a whole other complication. But I want them to know where the trailer is. They didn't figure it out. They seem to like it way down there. So I'm gonna let them, again, figure it out. As long as everybody's together and they know where their babies are and they know where the shelter is and they know there are treats in there, we have made progress. So, but just, it's a disgusting muddy mess. And these are my new ewes. They have a hill at least, and they are doing fine over there. And they're not due for another couple of weeks. All right. All right, so I'm up on Finnegan Road Orchard here. It's just starting to leaf out, and we have some, that's not an apple tree, that's I think either a pear or a plum. Those are already popping. The sheep are looking at me like they want me to move them, but I'm looking at where they are and I'm not seeing a whole lot of need to move them. Like, it's still pretty lush. Like, here's where they haven't been, and here's where they have been. I've only been here 2 days. Like, what are you all so excited about? Or are they missing? Are they missing the ewes and the babies? I don't know. Or it's just a rainy day and they're like, maybe this guy will give us something better. Fortunately, I can't really, I have a bush in the way where I'm standing with the dogs. Unfortunately, up here, I have to keep the dogs on a leash because there's no perimeter fence. And man, I feel so exposed. It's really weird. It's really weird how that perimeter fence in those solar sites makes it nice. But you can see 27 is here with her baby. They got separated and then reunited. They're okay. She's fine. And ooh, I need to give them some apple cider vinegar. Maybe that's what they're asking for. And I also have a salt lick for them. So as soon as the dogs are done eating, Spike, you're standing with your butt right over Luna's dinner. Watch out, baby. Come here. Over here. Come here. Over here, baby. Come on. There you go. There you go. It was just like he had his butt right in your face. You can finish. Finish your dinner. Good girl. Yeah. No, it's so much better up here. It is so wet down the hill. And it's literally just down the hill, but a little well-drained soil, a little incline so the water can find someplace to go rather than a flat, non-absorbent clay. Yeah, I'll take it. Whether there's a perimeter fence or not. There's a beautiful picture. Look at this right here against the gray sky. That's, again, I think a pear tree, but it might be a plum. The apples, that's confusing because there's another tree behind it. Let me find an apple tree. There, right here. See, they are just about ready to pop. So if it stops raining and we actually have a warm sunny day again, we had 1 or 2. Man, it's amazing how easily you get used to a warm sunny day. Oh, Spike, good boy, you did a good job. You ate your whole dinner. Now he wants to cuddle and he's soaking wet. You gonna sit? Sit, please. I got treats for you. Hey, Spike, sit. Spike, sit. Good boy. Good boy. Luna's still working on hers. You can have a treat. Yeah, I just don't want to cuddle right now. Oh, Luna almost perfectly finished hers. Let's see if she will get the last little bit. She will. All right, so it is Wednesday. I'm going to finish feeding the dogs. I'm going to give the sheep some apple cider vinegar and some more water. And there's something else I was going to do over there. I can't remember. Oh, salt lick. I got the salt lick for them. You're so wet. You're so wet. They're always so clean the next day. Yeah. 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 Yes. Yes. This is a good boy. All right, let's go in and get treats, and then I got to do those things, and then I got to do errands. Come on, Looney. Come on, babe. Good girl. Good girl. Of course, Luna dragged her leash into some very juicy sheep poop. It is very clear these sheep are getting very rich food. It is very clear from their poops. I mean, their stools are very juicy and wet. But that is the spring flush. It doesn't necessarily mean they have parasites. They all, I think, look fine. It's just this is a well-fertilized field. Not only did we fertilize it last year, but the guy who hazed this little section, he fertilized it as well with cow manure. So there's a lot of nutrition. And look at this, they got all their heads are down. I'm gonna try to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, plus the baby. Good. And then I have like 5 moms down the hill. That's about right, sort of. Anyway, oh, I got more treats for you. I got treats for you. There's my boy. Get some treat. There's my girl. Get yourself a treat. Oh man, the sheep poop is all over the place here. The dogs are going to be getting in it. So maybe the sheep are saying, hey, we've pooped a lot here, buddy. How about, so that's the cow manure that the farmer who hazed this put down. There's some juicy sheep. See how juicy that is? Like they could use some hay right now if they would eat it, just to balance out their rumen. But it'll stabilize. But yeah, I can see where they've been eating. And it looks like we're okay for another day or so. And then we're gonna start moving through the orchard. All right, on to my next thing. Apple cider vinegar and salt for them. All right, they have apple cider vinegar with molasses and sea salt, and then they have their mineral block with selenium and the right amount of copper for sheep. And they have laid down in 2 days more poop. Like this little area, here is so covered in poop, and is really luscious, juicy poop. Juicy poop, and they're scratching against the trees. That's good. That's a good thing for them to scratch against. They're shedding like crazy. And nobody's had a baby up here. And no one's had a baby down the hill. As soon as I can get the ones down the hill on that trailer, I'll bring them up here and give these guys a new spot. And looks like we're gonna definitely, I think, move into these trees and then go around the orchard in a counterclockwise direction. And that's the big plan anyway. The big plan. But they're doing it well up here. This is very, very good grass. Like, this gets fertilized up here. The solar places, not so much until we get there. But we've been here, I think, 2 years now. Right? This is our 2nd year here. 2nd year lambing here. We had the rams up in the whole orchard the first year, and then last year we ran the ewes and the lambs through the whole thing. So this is essentially our 3rd year up here, but our 2nd spring. So that's how it all works. But I think the rain is stopping, and I gotta go check the pigs.